इस विश्लेषण में we are diving into a reality of the cosmos that is so deeply unsettling it might just literally chill you to the bone. We're totally used to thinking of the universe as this beautiful, sparkling canvas, right? We imagine these highly cinematic, glowing nebula and galaxies swirling around in majestic dances. But the actual, physical reality of being out there, the raw, unfiltered truth of the cosmic void, is far more intimidating than those sci-fi movies like to admit. It's a place of stark contrasts and blinding extremes.
Okay, let's dive into this. Picture the ultimate cinematic historical scene. The year is 1969. Neil Armstrong is carefully climbing down the ladder of the lunar module, taking that legendary first human step onto the moon. Now, if you look at the actual photographs from that mission, the ground beneath him is brightly illuminated. The sun is absolutely blasting the rocky dust, bouncing right off his stark white spacesuit and casting these razor-sharp shadows. It is undeniably and clearly daytime on the moon.
But here's where we hit a massive cinematic mystery, a detail that creates some serious cognitive dissonance when you really stop and think about it. If it was daytime, with the blazing sun shining directly down on the astronauts with absolute ferocity, why on Earth, or, well, why on the moon, was the sky above Armstrong a deep, pitch-black void? Why didn't the sky light up like it does for us every single morning?
To solve this mystery, we actually need to completely shift gears, speed things up, and come right back home to Earth. Because our home planet has a brilliant secret weapon that we take for granted every single day. Section 1. Earth's 7-layered shield.
See, here on Earth, we are entirely used to walking outside and looking at a bright, beautiful blue daytime sky. It feels completely normal to us. We just expect the sky to act like a massive canopy of light. But that is actually a highly unique phenomenon. If you travel to other planets or simply look out into the vastness of empty space, what you actually get is a pitch-black sky, completely regardless of where the sun is positioned. Our bright, friendly daytime sky is a rare, localized exception in the universe, definitely not the rule.
And the entire reason for this incredible exception boils down to the absolute hero of our story today. 7. Yep, Earth has exactly 7 layers of atmosphere wrapping right around the entire globe. This isn't just a thin wisp of air. It is a massive, complex, invisible, and highly protective shield, standing between the surface and the cosmic vacuum.
And this brilliantly illustrates how these 7 atmospheric layers act almost like a gigantic global light box. They physically trap the sun's incoming rays right inside our environment. All those countless gases, water droplets, and microscopic particles suspended up there, they scatter that intense solar light in every conceivable direction. It literally illuminates the entire sky above us. It takes the raw, blinding, unidirectional light of a star and transforms that harsh beam into this glowing, immersive, cinematic canopy of blue.
So the crucial point here is understanding what happens when that shield simply isn't there. Empty space is exactly that, empty. It's a vast region completely lacking those atmospheric layers you need to trap or even make the sun's rays visible. Out there's no gas, no dust, no suspended water droplets. There is absolutely nothing to trap the sun's rays and nothing to scatter them. Therefore, without an atmosphere, the sun's rays are completely invisible as they travel straight through the void. Light only becomes visible when it actually hits something physical.
Which brings us right back to our initial lunar mystery. The moon does not have our protective 7-layered shield. It has virtually no atmosphere at all, so you get a brightly lit ground exactly where the sun's rays physically hit the rocky surface, but a pitch-black sky right above it. There is absolutely no atmosphere there to trap and scatter that light around the astronaut. That stark, almost unbelievable contrast between a blazing ground and a totally black sky is exactly the cinematic environment Neil Armstrong was standing in.
Now, having solved the mystery of the lunar sky, we are going to venture much, much further out, away from the moon, away from any ground, rock, or surface at all. Section 2. The pitch-black void.
I want you to truly, vividly imagine this. Imagine you have been plucked from Earth and placed randomly into the absolute, empty void of space. You are far away from the sun, far from any star, planet, or moon. There is no surface beneath your feet. Just you, floating entirely alone in the absolute darkness of the cosmos, suspended in infinite nothingness. Right now, wherever you are sitting and watching this, I want you to close your eyes. Seriously, go ahead, close them. Now put your hands tightly over your closed eyes,
pressing them just enough to block out every single sliver of ambient light in the room. Seal yourself off from the world around you completely.
Hold your hands there. Keep your eyes completely covered. Do not let even the faintest trace of light in. Just breathe slowly. That total, uncompromising, pitch-black darkness you're experiencing right at this very second, that heavy, absolute black,
Is all you would see. You can open your eyes now. That is the terrifying scientific reality of our universe. In the deep void of empty space, that pitch-dark blackness is the only thing surrounding you. No scattered light to guide you, no comforting blue skies, just an infinite, suffocating nothingness extending forever in every conceivable direction for billions of light years. It's a profound emptiness that the human brain can barely even process.
Just imagining it gives you goosebumps, right? It really does. It is this profound mix of sheer terror and absolute awe when you finally realize just how isolating, vast, and overwhelmingly dark our universe truly is the moment you step outside the localized safety of our atmospheric shield. We are basically just floating on a tiny illuminated raft in an impossibly massive ocean of pure dark.
Which leaves us with this final, haunting question to ponder. What other terrifying wonders are hiding in the pitch-black void of the universe? If the simple, scientific lack of a daytime sky is this chilling, imagine what else is out there, quietly waiting in the dark. Keep seeking answers and never, ever lose your curiosity about the great unknown.